got one bag of elderberries ready. I've almost got a bunch of bags ready. Oh, there's another one. Oh, I need to come out and get these clipped. This is why when you use these large bloom bags, the birds can't eat all your elderberries. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have a good harvest. I'm so excited. Look at all my bags of elderberries. Plus all that are in that bag. That's a lot. And I still have a few bags on the tree that have green elderberries that haven't quite fully turned yet. That's a fantastic harvest. And I have friends who have elderberry bushes now growing in their yard because of these trees, or bushes, plants, I don't know, whatever they are. So I have more elderberries done, so I'm cutting them before the rain comes in. I've already clipped one, and I don't really see any new elderberries to put blossom bags on that the birds haven't eaten. So I'm just going to try to get these collected and get them in the ones that are ready, because there's still a few. I see some green elderberries. But the ones that are all ready, I want to get in before the rain and get them in the freezer so I can get them off the stems. And I can dry them so I can make my first batch of Brandy's homegrown elderberry syrup. So, winning! Got it in the freezer, closing it up, and that's all there is to it. Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Sewing Back. My name is Brandy. This evening, it's evening time, we're in my kitchen because I want to show you how to prepare how best to prepare your elderberries if you're going to dry them. I planted 3 elderberry trees in the summer of 2020, and I pruned them for the first time this past February. I cut them waist high. I actually took a class at my local technical college, and that was what was recommended. I've seen other people like on YouTube and stuff say to cut it down to the ground. Best practice is actually waist high. After it has been growing for 2 seasons, and then you do that yearly after that. And my trees, I cut them waist high. They are now over 12 plus foot tall. And so there's elderberries enough for everyone. But one of the things that I do, which I'll insert either a clip or a picture of the large blossom bags that I ordered off Amazon, because I learned last year, before they actually got that tall, they were probably about maybe 7 foot last year, and I didn't even have a chance. The birds pretty much destroyed all of my berries. Well, they didn't destroy it, they ate them. And I got a very small portion, and I found these larger blossom bags that will actually fit the whole cascade of berries, and I ordered them. And so I was prepared this year. So I had my first pruning this year, and then I had a really nice harvest. I used all my blossom bags. I actually need to order more because I now have more elderberry trees, because I also propagated my elderberry. And they're in pots this year, but they're actually going to go out onto the property probably late fall. I have some ideas of where I want to plant them, and kind of see the difference on the different parts of our property and how they do. But I will need more blossom bags. The one thing that was really nice about the blossom bags is once they have flowered and you have the green fruit on it, the cascade of green fruit, you put the blossom bag on it, you kind of pull the string taut, and you leave it alone, and it ripens on the vine. And you don't have any bird or pest pressure on those because they're protected by the blossom bag. and having the elderberries, one, I could make jams with. I haven't ever had an elderberry jam, so I don't even know if I'd like it. But I am very interested in being able to make teas with elderberries. I think you can also do some tinctures. I honestly haven't got that far in my herbalism book, and so I don't quite know that yet. But I know that you can do teas, and that does interest me. I'm actually trying to collect seeds and things this fall so that I can grow some of my own teas and things that I can, herbal teas that I can create for myself and for my family. And I just think that's kind of a cool thing. I like to drink tea, hot tea in particular. But also I like iced tea, cooler teas in the summer and all that kind of stuff. But I just thought, I want to figure out how to do this. I also believe there's a lot of really good benefits. And I think everything you do yourself, it just tastes better. I mean, it just does. I'm not lying, I'm just telling you. But I wanted to tell you a couple of the benefits of elderberry, because a lot of people just all of a sudden, it's like, I remember when probiotics like came on the market and they put it in everything, and then the next thing I remember seeing like that was the CBD oils. It's in everything. They have it for your pets, they have it for everything. I mean, you could probably put it in your car. I mean, they have it for everything. And I feel like that kind of happened with elderberries, which made me think, well, what is the quality of the product that I can get in the store? It's hard to gauge that once something like that takes off. So that's another reason that I really want to do my own and find my own recipe and tweak it the way I like it and my family likes it. So it says some things that have elderberries have been used, this is from WebMD, have been used as a health benefit. It is an antioxidant, and it is an immune booster. It also tames inflammation. It's supposed to help lessen stress, and it's supposed to protect your heart. So those are all good things. It's also been shown in many studies to help prevent or ease your case of colds and flu symptoms. Some other things that it has helped is constipation, joint and muscle pain. That one is of big interest to me because I am having a lot of joint issues, and so that would be a whole nother added bonus. It also helps with infections that infect how we breathe. So what I had read somewhere else said it's good for asthmatics. It's supposed to help with headaches. What if you could have an elderberry tea that could cure your headache and you wouldn't have to take, you know, a Tylenol, an ibuprofen, Advil, aspirin, you fill in the blank. I think that would be a far better thing than having to take something so strong and hard on your system and on your gut health. It's also good for fever. It is good for kidney problems, epilepsy, skin conditions, which I think that's where the tinctures and salves with elderberry might come into play. Like I said, I haven't got that far into my herbalism book yet, so I'm still learning. It's also supposed to be really good for stress. I think that would be useful in a tea. And then it says, the last thing is I don't know how it helps, it just has that it helps with HIV and AIDS. So my guess is because those are autoimmune kind of things, so I'm guessing it helps build your immune system. So those are all good reasons to add elderberry into your diet somehow. Now, the one thing I do know is you don't want to just go pick these and eat these. They do have, in the berry, I think it's in the berry, it does have, I guess it's in a mild arsenic, so it will probably make you sick. And if you've ever tasted one, you won't want to eat a whole lot of those. So I don't think it's going to kill you. Didn't kill me because I actually ate one before I knew that. But but I'm imagining, you may not feel too great if you did it. It is safe for animals, for birds in particular. It's supposed to be very good for chickens. Another reason I want to grow more, so that that's something else I can supplement for my chickens. It's supposed to be good for their health. Matter of fact, I've read several people on chicken forums and stuff who say you should plant elderberry trees around your coops and runs and stuff like that. And that's actually one area I am looking at to plant this fall. Okay guys, I only got through 2 bags and I filled 6 trays, as much as I want to fill them so that they can try to dehydrate in time. So I still have two full bags plus what I still have outside. So I think this is going to be a good harvest this year. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to set my my temperature at 135. And my time, I'm going to go ahead and do the 12.5 hours, and then we'll check it. And so when that timer gets done, I'll show you what they look like and if I need to keep going with them, because they are frozen. However, they are starting to thaw as I was getting them off the stems. And I do have a little bit of a purple hue to my hands, but that's okay. So we're going to close the door. We're going to hit start. And there's nothing else I have to do. Okay guys, so this just beat. I just got through with chicken chores. Alright, let's see. Ooh, it's warm. Well, they're not fully dry. Not on the... They're more dry on the mesh with the holes, but not on the fruit roll-up. Yeah, those aren't totally dry yet. So I'm going to let it cool down, and then I'm going to turn it down, and I'm going to do the 125 for 6 hours, and I'll show you what that looks like afterwards.